So I debate whether this channel should be a YouTube channel or a blog. And I guess tonight, on February 6th, it's going to be a blog. Change the strobe pattern on my strobe light. I'm just going to do a fast video of cleaning up the driveway in a sleek, icy mess, which has been the way Buffalo winter has gone this year. My daughter has a friend coming over, and I was unmotivated. Stressful time at work. I did not clean the driveway this morning. To be honest with you, I was shocked that it even snowed. So I'm going to clear a spot for her friend to park. Probably going to catch my driveway and my neighbor's driveway. I don't know if I like the way my chute's adjusted. From the inside of the tractor, and it's going to be a hazard job somewhat, but people like these snow blowing videos, and I got a snow blow, so I might as well post it. No exterior shots, no drones. This is a quick cleanup before her friend comes over. Not a lot of use of this tractor. This is, and again, I did this wrong, but this is how it goes in Western New York. Let's try to shoot this. I'll have her friend park behind her car. Shoot it over my trailer. frank, and I'm usually not like this. I'll apologize for my government, my entire government. Because although I'm very proud of our country, I'm disappointed in what's been going on over the last several months. And I will not blame either party, but I will say I think they have to do a better job of getting along. Because all that results from this fighting amongst the party is that the citizens of the United States lose. And it's frustrating. So I wouldn't say I'm overly religious, but I am going to say a prayer that our political leaders can stop this nasty, and it is nasty, disagreeable hostility, and work towards making our country a better country. And I think it's well on its way, but so much could be done if our political parties got along. It's very disappointing. It's sad. So I hope they can pull it together. I know there's some great people in Washington, but they haven't shown it. And I am not will not pick on one party or the other. I think this has to end. It's not a way it's not a good way for elected officials to behave at all. So, with that said, I won't talk about it anymore. Our United States of America is great. I think we all know that. We have to continue to work to become a better country, better citizens, and better to each other. And I hope that happens. I truly do. This is a haphazard cleanup. I didn't want my daughter's friend. I didn't want him parking in the street or walking up a messy driveway. And it's actually, there's a light rain right now is what's going on. A very light rain. Some of you are going to say, why are you plowing towards the street? And I'm plowing towards the street just because I want to get it done quickly. So, Rudder Michelli is not always on top of cleaning his driveway. In fact, sometimes it's because it's just simply this winter it's going to melt. The snow hasn't been lasting, and this was actually a surprise this morning that we had snow. I actually took my truck to work and not my car, and we got a mess. My driveway is icy. Icy, but I'm still in two-wheel drive, and that spins the tires in reverse. She spins the tires when I squash the reverse pedal. She'll spin them a little bit going in reverse. I'm in mid-range on the tractor. No one's ever asked that, but I'm in mid-range. Typically when I'm using this tractor, that's the gear speed I select. I will also admit, sometimes when there is a snow, I'll wait to see if I have time where I can do a snow blowing video with a drone. So I'll watch the weather to see if I get a break on a sunny day and do a video. But this has just been an ugly winter. I haven't had that chance. It's just been very, very bad weather in my opinion. And what I mean by bad is that I would rather have colder, consistent temperatures and snow or sunshine than this ugly rain and slush. And that's what it is to me. It's just ugly rain and slush. So, you know, no, do I want a blizzard? I don't want a blizzard. Although it's great for making videos on my channel and showing off this tractor. I don't want the hardship of a blizzard on people. But it hasn't been cold enough for my lawn to freeze where I can do things outside. And people are shocked by that, but I like to stay busy outside some days in my yard doing something. And people ask me, what do you do? Well, I clear brush, I'll cut down some trees, I'll start a fire, and I just haven't had the weather to do that. Because the ground's not frozen, and you end up getting, it's downright, simply put, it's muddy when you're underneath the snow. And those of you who do things outside during the winter know that it's just a mess. And I feel sorry for people in our Western New York that have snowmobiles. I'm not even sure if the snowmobile trails are open because they need a good base to run the sleds. And here we are, the first week of February, and I don't think they have a base where they can snowblow, where they can run their sleds on the trails. And that's why I've hesitated, Dave and I, with buying sleds. Just hit the curb with a tractor. Well, she's blowing snow today. Try to give you a good shot. Stop. John Deere blowers don't throw as far as I think a Kubota, but it is an extremely well-built snowblower. So I'm just going to do a couple passes on my neighbor's driveway. Not sure why her plow guy didn't clean her up. Maybe it didn't meet the minimum snowfall. Change the transmission fluid on the machine, which those of you who have subcompact and compact John Deere tractors know that transmission fluid is also your hydrostatic fluid. I'm sorry, it's your hydrostatic drive fluid and also your hydraulic fluid for the hydraulic functions on the tractor, like the lifting the snow blower and the loader. I actually wonder if her plow guy came out early and did her driveway, and then it snowed. That's what it looks like. It looks like he did her driveway, and he probably did her driveway maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we got some snow. Moving around, it almost looks like I broke up there. The tractors, it should be running at 2,600 RPM. I only have it up to 2,500 RPM, and I may drop it. I don't think I need to build up that much steam to do her driveway. Now I got it at 2,100 RPM. We'll give her a break. And if you can see it, this is a pretty decent snow to blow. It's not having an issue with it. Is actually cleaning up better than mine. Now what happens is, if we get some sun tomorrow, once you scrape down to ice, even if it's 30 degrees, let's say, if you have an asphalt driveway and it can be below freezing, but we get some sun in our area and that will melt the ice off your driveway. And so hers is actually pretty good shape. I have more ice than she does. Her plow guy is more proficient than I am. I can get to her garage door. I'm not going to push it because I don't want to hit her garage door, but I can get pretty close to it. This is about as close as I want to get tonight. Oh boy, this would be a nice cleanup for her. This tractor is you know, I debated getting a 4 Series tractor, and it's still on my mind, but it is extremely expensive to put a front mount snowblower on a 4 Series. You actually have to put a hydraulic pump on the rear 3-point hitch, drive the pump from the 3-point PTO, and then run lines to the front to drive the blower. And that's a tremendous amount of money. So I can't just justify doing that. And although I'm interested, I I think all of you who watch my channel know I'm interested in mechanical things, and obviously I like bigger things, but I just can't justify that. So in this tractor, frankly, this tractor is just amazing at snow blowing. Just amazing. I have no gripes with it whatsoever. You know, it's like boat-itis. 2-foot-itis in a boat, you always want to go bigger. And man, I would like to do that. But this tractor blows and even cuts the lawn very well. So you may see a surprise on my channel. I may get a zero-turn mower. I'm gonna shut the blower. I'm gonna idle it down. And push this. I may get a zero-turn mower. Not that this tractor does a bad job cutting the lawn. It does a very good job. We've had a wet spring. Blow her out a little bit. We've had a very wet spring and fall, and I want to fill dirt in some areas of my property, and for fun, very wet spring and fall, where I've had to stay away from the perimeter of my property with the tractor during the spring. Then during the fall I had to do the same thing because it gets very soft, and then during the late fall I never got a final cut in with my tractor. I actually did it with a zero-turn demo machine that I have video of, which are very impressive. But my problem is, in some areas of my property, the zero-turn with tires on it, I actually had a John Deere with twills on it, the plastic tires, they get stuck very easily. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get a zero-turn John Deere or possibly an Altos track zero-turn mower. And those of you who are familiar with Altos are pretty neat. Now, it's hard for me not to go green. I thought that was my neighbor coming home. It's hard for me not to go green. So to pick it up again, it's hard for me not to go green with equipment. I'm a John Deere fan. I've never had a bad John Deere. I've never had a Yanmar engine that didn't perform. All my John Deeres have had Yanmar engines, and they've been amazing. So the Altos mower, I think, will do exactly what I need it to do. They just animals in wet grass or mud. The tracks are just very good traction wise. If you're not familiar with zero-turn mowers, and I was not until I demoed one and looked into it, on a zero-turn mower, we'll do the final shot with this up. On a zero-turn mower, if you lose traction in one tire, you're essentially stuck. Once you lose traction, it will rotate to where the side that it's lost traction, especially around my ponds, and then I got to pull them out and start over, and it can be frustrating. I do not think I would have any scenario with a track Altoz, A-L-T-O-Z mower in any part of my property. So before I get out of the cab, I'll say it one more time. I hope, I don't care what party you belong to, I hope we can unite, hold ourselves high, and have a respectable election. And I hope the officials who are in Washington now can get together and pass some legislation to continue making our country great. And I try not to show favoritism to any political party. I don't want to do that on this channel, but they need to stop fighting and unite and get something done. It's probably unrealistic of me to say that in an election year, but let's hope that they do. So I'll give you a little money shot view. It is a pretty night. I don't know if you can see the snow on the trees, but it is a very pretty night. My neighbor's yard driveway looks better than mine. Okay, changed up the strobe on the tractor. We'll include in the money shot the tractor. I think we can get this blower up higher. Well, guys, I'm sorry. That's pretty damn cool to me. At least 16 inches of clearance underneath the blower. At least 16 inches of clearance. Give you the rest of the money shot. I didn't shovel around. I shoveled the stoop earlier in the day. I did not shovel around the garage, but it looks pretty good. Give you a picture of the strobe from behind. Many of you ask if my neighbors complain about the strobe light, and I don't think it's offensive. Give you a shot, pick it up on a pine tree if that's going to come through on YouTube, but I don't think it's really bouncing off anyone's windows. So if I buy a zero-turn mower for my yard, I'm going to mow more of my property into the woods, leave the mowing deck off this tractor, and leave the loader with a 4-in-1 bucket on it and a box scraper on the back, because I have areas of my property that I want to fill in with dirt, and I probably have 100 or so trees to cut in my wood that were killed by the ash borer, and I'll only get to probably 30 this year. So you'll see those videos coming up. And some of the areas I want to fill and blend in, clean it up a little bit in the woods. I don't want to fill the woods, but I want to blend in the low spots with the lawn so it drains properly. Let's keep our heads up high and stay positive during this political season, and respect each other's opinions and not get nasty. Maybe that's asking too much. Maybe we can just be a little bit better. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I enjoy doing these videos. Sometimes I don't enjoy editing them, but I do enjoy doing the videos. Participate in motorsports and ride off-road. Please wear a helmet. God bless all of you, and I hope to see you on the trail. Thank you for watching. Look at the shot of this tractor.